Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amber. In today's video, we're talking about Brendon O'Carroll's journey from Dublin to fame. Brendon O'Carroll was born on September 17, 1955, the youngest out of 11 kids. How he went from an all-no comedian to beloved TV star, coming from a working class background, worked at numerous jobs before making it into comedy. He worked as a waiter at hotels. There's some hotels that he worked there for 3 years. I don't know which one. And others, it was all right. A little bumpy start, but it was okay. On September 14th, 1980, Fiona was born to Brendon and his then wife Dee. And so I'm going to call her is Dee. And when they told Brendon, you have a baby girl, and he just looked, because he was scared and didn't know if she was going to be a healthy baby because of what happened to his firstborn. Because Brendon Jr. had spinal bifida and was scared. Both of them were scared. And when they told him she's a healthy baby girl and got to see his little girl, he done a little happy dance, and him and Dee both cried. And nothing has changed since then. Fiona is still the same. When he held her in his arms when she was a baby until now, and you all may know her, is Maria Brown on Mrs. Brown's Boys. 2 years later, Danny O'Carroll was born on October 16th, 1983, and didn't have a full-time job then. Trying to get work wasn't easy, and worked in a catering business for a while, then under a new management and making money a little bit at a time. It was all right, but still want to settle down and get a permanent job. But the word settling down didn't sit well with Brendon. He didn't like that word. Like, no, I don't like it. Because, when you get that permanent job, you work at that job for so long until the day you retire. And then Eric O'Carroll was born on May 5th, 1992. His first TV interview on the Late Late Show. Brendon was extremely nervous when his interview was coming. And the day of his interview, when he got there, he was pacing back and forth, talking to himself. If he saw Gay Burns, like, hey, Mr. Gay Burns, and he froze, like, no, I don't know him that well, and so on and so forth, going back and forth. And then I think he did run into him and didn't know what to say. Said something that didn't make any sense at all. The show can make you or break you, because it can start your career or end your career. And when Gay Burns introduced Brendon, his next guest, you probably may or may not know my next guest, but you may know him as a star and the writer of 2FM, Mrs. Brown's Boys. And I think there was a 9-minute segment, ended up being a longer segment, and how the audience laughing and the host laughing, and the next day everybody knew his name. Everybody knew who Brendon was. And his comedy specials, How Is Your Raspberry Ripple and How Is Your Jolly Raleigh? Brendon and Jenny first met while working on the course. And he was a director and the writer. So Brendon came down from his hotel room and saw Jenny working on a crossword puzzle in the Irish time over coffee, and asked her how far she was getting. She was stuck on a couple of words, so he decided to help her. They end up finishing the crossword puzzle together, but the next day, Jenny left a photocopy on his table. And that's the start of their friendship. And their friendship into a relationship, eventually blossomed into a romantic. The live show, such as Good Morning Mrs. Brown, unscripted chaos style that became a trademark for O'Carroll. Live performances and the audience popularity built a loyal fan base across Ireland and the UK, winning multiple awards, spin-offs, Christmas specials, Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie, and All Around the Mrs. Brown's. And I love All Around the Mrs. Brown's. I'm sad that it ended not the way I wanted it to end. Do you think they would bring that show back just for once, or probably not? No telling. On August 1st, 2005, Brendon and Jenny got married. This year, they will be celebrating their 20th anniversary. So congratulations to you on your 20th anniversary. Way to go, you guys. Congratulations. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you all the next one in a brand new video. Peace. Bye, guys. I forgot to mention Brendon Carroll's book, The Autobiography, Call Me Mrs. Brown. If you'd like to get a copy, I will link it in the description box below and check it out. And it's also on Audible too as well. And it's a great book.